Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Adora Uzoma. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber based in London, Ontario, Canada. And every week I do share tips on how you can come to Canada as a new immigrant and how you can navigate life here. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about different types of people that will definitely hate Canada if they come here. I've lived here for close to 9 years and I can pinpoint some traits and some characteristics that some people have that usually don't do very well when they come here. So in this video, I'm going to be listing out some of these traits and characteristics. So if you do have some of these traits and you're thinking of moving to Canada, you might hate here because this might not be the place for you, basically. So absolutely, this is my own point of view. Everyone has their own different points of view. So this is from my angle and from what I've noticed. So if you think this video might be useful to someone else, do share it with them. Also do subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I will see you guys very shortly. So the first set of people that will not like Canada for sure are people who are not open-minded, people who do not embrace diversity, because Canada is highly multicultural. Canada is highly diversified. If you're someone who don't embrace other people's culture, you don't embrace other people's backgrounds, you don't embrace their religion, then I'm sorry to burst your bubble, because Canada is not the right place for you. There are so many countries in this world, and someone from those countries, they live in Canada. There are different genders. All those genders, you definitely find them in Canada. So this is a country where you have to be very open-minded. You have to communicate and appreciate and accept people for who they choose to be. So if you start judging people based on their skin color or based on the fact that they have tattoo all over their body, I mean, that person might end up being your manager or being a supervisor or a colleague at work. So what are you going to do? Are you going to like pack your bags and leave? No, you have to embrace people for who they are. You have to respect people for who they are. So this country is very, very multicultural. People respect each other's cultural differences, cultural background. So if you're someone who likes certain things the way it is, then it's better you just stay where you are, because Canada is not the right place for you. So the second set of people that would definitely hate Canada are people who like to bribe their way through to things. There are people who think that because they have a connection, or because they know a godfather somewhere, or because their uncle or their aunt is a director of a company, they're going to go through that connection to get what they want. No, nobody really cares about if your dad is the Prime Minister of Canada. Here, if you're applying for a position, you have to follow through due process. If there are about 20 candidates, all 20 of you are going to go through the same process. You have to show that you're unique. You have to show that you're better off than them. You have to show that you have something to bring to the table. That is the only time or way that they can listen to you. So if you feel you're going to come through a connection, or because your brother or your sister is a politician, nobody really cares, really. Nobody really cares how much you have in your bank accounts. There's nothing like bribery here, because that is the end of whatever you're trying to do. So if you want to put your best foot out there, you have to network. Networking is key. Networking is like the best way you can put yourself out there. There are so many career sites that you can visit. An example is LinkedIn. Make sure that your profile is up to date. You can reach out to employers. You can reach out to different people, reach out to companies, put yourself out there. And that is the only way you can be successful in Canada. Now, this brings me to my third point, because there are people who are very lawless, that they don't like to follow rules and regulations. They just want things to go their way. Like, if you're someone that is like that, then Canada is not the right place for you. I'm sorry to say that. Yes, it's not the right place for you, because everything here is regulated. If you know that this is the process to go through something or to get something, then you have to go through that process. This is not a place that you have to be tipsy while you're driving. I know back home, people see it as, oh, you're a G or whatever, but it's not the case here. Here, you go to jail. It's actually a criminal offense. If you're tipsy or if you have some form of alcohol before you drive, You can't do that here. If you're someone who is very abusive, you like to beat your spouse, either you're a man or a woman, you like to beat your husband, you like to beat your wife, you go to jail if you do that here. So if that's the lifestyle that you live and you get away with it back home, know that when you come here, you're going to be dinged for that, because it's not something that they tolerate. The system doesn't tolerate it here. So if you're someone who is lawless, you don't like to follow the laws, you don't like to follow rules and regulations, you like to have things your own way, then Canada is not the right place for you. Another set of people that would definitely not like Canada are people who don't like to keep to time. I call them premium latecomers. Like, they will show up at African time, they will show up at whatever time, they don't really care. Like, their own is let me just show up. This is not the place for you if you're that kind of person. Canada is not the right place for you because they don't play with their time. They don't joke with their time. If you're scheduled to have a 10 o'clock meeting, you have to be there before 10 o'clock. Like, it is that serious. If you have a doctor's appointment at 1 p.m., you have to be there on time. Time is very crucial. It's their way of life. If you know they're going to come very late or something just came up, let them know way ahead of time, because the other people that they have to attend to, the other things they have to do. So you cannot come and waste their time. You cannot waste their time. Time is very, very crucial. So if you're someone who likes to come late for events or meetings or appointments, then you will not like Canada, because they are very strict with time. They are very, very strict with time. I'll give you a story. I applied for a position. Went for my first interview. I was very successful. They invited me for a second interview. Oh, everybody was so happy. I was so excited. I was like, I'm going to give it to them. Second interview was scheduled to happen on the 15th. And in my head, I was thinking it was on the 16th. Like, this is like a day late. Your girl showed up on the 16th and they were like, they don't have anybody scheduled for today. I'm like, no, you guys have me for my second interview on the 16th. I was so confident that, 16th was the day that was my interview day. And when I checked my calendar, when I checked my email, I actually said it was on the 15th. I was shocked. Like, I couldn't believe myself. And for some reason, I don't know why I didn't even check to confirm that it was actually on the 15th. So I was a day late. And to let you know how courteous they were, they went ahead and interviewed me for that position. But I knew that they were not going to give me that position because why? I was late for the interview. I was 1 day late. Not even like I was 5 minutes late, or I called to tell them, I'm so sorry, I'm not able to make it. Can we reschedule or something? I was 1 full day late. Now, that doesn't really tell good about someone when you always come late for appointment or for a scheduled meeting. It doesn't tell good about you, because if they are considering hiring you, they'll be like, okay, this person that came 1 day late, is that how they're going to show up when we hire them? So that was just so unlike me. So time is very, very crucial. Anything you're doing, there's always a set time. If you're someone that likes to owe your landlord rent, I hear people that say they're owing their landlord for 6 months, 8 months, 1 year. And they're still allowing you to stay in that house. Even if it's me, I'll pursue you. Why are you staying in someone's house for free? You cannot do it in Canada. Who do you want to owe rent here? On the 1st of the month, you must pay your rent. So if you're someone that is just chilling and waiting for the perfect job to come, you have to find something sharp to be doing. Otherwise, you will not have a roof over your head. And what do you want to do? You want to go and start squatting with people. How long will you do that for? So if you have that kind of notion that people are going to come and start taking care of you, people will cater to you, people would, they might help for a time being, and people will get tired because they also have their own personal problems. So don't come here with that notion that you start owing people money or you start buying things on credit. You have to pay it back. Don't come here and live above your means. If you cannot afford to stay in a big house, go and live in an apartment. Because why? People don't really care. Here is not a place where you start doing things to intimidate people or to show people that you're up to it. Nobody really cares. Make sure that you're living within your means so that you can be able to afford a lifestyle that you can afford. If you can't live above your means or live in a place you're not able to afford, then it will come back and ding you. So don't portray that kind of lifestyle here, because people here don't really care. So that's something to know. If you're someone who likes to owe landlord 1 year, 2 years, they're even giving you grace. So here you cannot even try it. You can't. Fear will not, you will not have the mind to do it. So if you have that kind of mind to do it back home, you cannot try it here. So I might do a part 2 of this video because there are so many things to cover. I don't want to make this video pretty long. If you have any experience, in whatever country you're from, do let us know. What are the things that people might not like in your country. Let's make it very interactive. I might end up doing a part 2 video. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do so. Also do share this video to those who might be interested. And don't forget to like. I'll be glad to see you guys in my next video. Bye.